Hey guys, it's G, and I'm here with my NFL Week 3 predictions. Before we get into my predictions, I just want to say in my last video, which was the weekly wrap up for Week 2, I forgot to mention the game against the Bengals and the Texans. I kind of purposely forgot to talk about it because I'm trying to forget it ever happened. We're moving forward on to Green Bay, and hopefully, with the new offensive coordinator with Zampese being fired, Andy Dalton will find a good streak and will keep pushing forward for the rest of the season. But anyways, getting into my predictions for Week 3. Coming up first, I have tonight's game, Thursday night, the Rams at the 49ers. Reuben Foster is still out for the 49ers, and he was their round 1 draft pick. So they're missing one of the best players on their defense. And I think Jared Goff and Todd Gurley, Cooper Kupp, a few of the other players, Sammy Watkins, I think they're going to have a good game tonight. So I'm giving it to the Rams. Up next, I have the Ravens at the Jaguars. I don't think the Jaguars are going to put up much of a fight. I think that the Ravens will win this game, and this game is also being played in London. So make sure you watch it Sunday morning. I think it airs at like 9:30. Up next, I have Broncos at the Bills. I think we know that the Broncos will probably take this game, even though it is the Bills at home. We saw how they played last week, or we saw how they played on Monday night. I think it's going to be another great game for them. So I got the Broncos over the Bills. Up next, I have the Steelers at the Bears. Even though they're playing in Chicago, I think the Steelers will take the win. I think that Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown will get something started on the offense, and things will start to click for them going into Week 3. Next, I have the Saints at the Panthers. I think the Panthers will take this win. The defense has been looking really good. As long as the offense can keep it moving, they won't have much of a problem with the Saints, who haven't put much together defensively this season. Coming up next, I have the Bucs at the Vikings. The Buccaneers have been really playing well so far this season, and I say that watching just like one game since they missed the first week. But I think they're still going to play well, even though they are playing in Minnesota. I think the Vikings are going to come up short, and I think the Bucs are going to come out with the win. Up next, I have the Browns at the Colts. Andrew Luck is still out. No one really knows, including his head coach, what's going on with his shoulder or when he's due to return. So Brissett will be starting at quarterback. I think in my head, I kind of have the Browns winning this game. If Deshaun Kaiser can come out and have like Week 1 type play, instead of last week. And if the Browns defense can get something started, I think the Browns will pull out the win in Indianapolis this week. Up next, I have the Dolphins at the Jets. I think that's a giveaway. We know the Jets don't really have anything they've been putting together offensively or defensively, so I'm going to give it to the Dolphins in New York. Next, I have the Texans at the Patriots. The Patriots have Dante Hightower back. They have Danny Amendola back. I just think that it's kind of hard to defeat the Patriots in Foxborough. Even though the Chiefs did it, the Chiefs are a pretty spectacular team thus far this year. I don't think the Texans will be able to pull it off at home against the Patriots, playing the Patriots, and they're playing in Massachusetts. Moving on to the Falcons and the Lions. I think that the Lions are going to pull off the win at home. I think that Matthew Stafford is still going to be playing like he just got paid, because he did. The receivers, Marvin Jones Jr., they got a few other receivers out there that I think are going to have great games. Zach Ebron. Yeah, I think the Falcons are going to have a hard time out there in Detroit coming up this Sunday, so I'm going to give it to the Lions. Up next, I have the Giants at the Eagles. The Giants has yet to put together anything offensively, even though their defense is playing their ass off. It really sucks, but even though they've been playing well defensively, I think the Eagles are going to pull out the win at home. So I got the Eagles over the Giants. Up next, I have the Seahawks at the Titans. I really want Russell Wilson and the Seahawks to pull it together. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to click this weekend either. They're playing Tennessee at home. So I think the Titans are going to pull off the win. Even with Derrick Henry playing really well, or he played really well last week, I think that's going to continue. He looks really good this year. And then the Chiefs at the Chargers. I'm going to give it to the Chiefs. Again, we've seen how they played so far this year. They're ranked number 1 in the league as far as power rankings going into Week 3. They beat the Patriots. I think they're going to go in and beat the Chargers, even though they are playing in LA. Then we have the Bengals at the Packers. I think the Bengals are going to show us something better. I think they're going to finally find the end zone offensively. But unfortunately, they are playing Green Bay in Lambeau Field, and I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take the win at home. So I have the Packers over the Bengals, even though I think we're going to see some improved play by the Cincinnati Bengals. Then I have the Sunday night game, which is the Raiders at Redskins. The Raiders, I just think they're on fire. I think they're going to have a win, even though they are playing the Redskins, who are playing at home. I'm going to give it to the Raiders over the Redskins. And then Monday night, we have Cowboys at the Cardinals. I don't think we're going to see Ezekiel Elliott have another game like he did last week. I think you're going to see him running, and he's going to be running real angry this Monday night. So I'm going to give it to the Cowboys, even though they are playing in Arizona. So those are my week 3 predictions. We'll see how I did after this week. I'll see you guys for my week 3 wrap up on Tuesday. Bye.